Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. See the date Kanu will appear in court to know fate in motion seeking to dismiss terrorism charges. See the date Kanu will appear in court to know fate in motion seeking to dismiss terrorism charges. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, stay tuned as I read today's news. The leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafran, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, will on April 8 know his fate in his quest to get the terrorism charges against him dismissed. Justice Binta Onyako fixed the date on Wednesday after taking argument for and against his motion asking the court to throw away the charges. Kanu's motion was argued by Mike Ozekhome-san, who prayed the court to dismantle the charges. The ground of the motion were that a prima facie was not made against Kanu and that the alleged offense was committed outside the shores of Nigeria, thereby robbing the court of jurisdiction. The Federal Government Counsel, Shøçking, however, asked the court to dismiss the motion for being unmeritorious. The leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafran, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, will on April 8 know his fate in his quest to get the terrorism charges against him dismissed. Justice Binta Onyako fixed the date on Wednesday after taking argument for and against his motion against the court to throw away the charges. Kanu's motion was argued by Mike Ozekhome-san, who prayed the court to dismantle the charges. The ground of the motion were that a prima facie was not made against Kanu and that the alleged offense was committed outside the shores of Nigeria, thereby robbing the court of jurisdiction. The Federal Government Counsel, Shøçking, however, asked the court to dismiss the motion for being unmeritorious. The leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafran, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, will on April 8 know his fate in his quest to get the terrorism charges against him dismissed. Justice Binta Onyako fixed the date on Wednesday after taking argument for and against his motion asking the court to throw away the charges. Kanu's motion was argued by Mike Ozekhome-san, who prayed the court to dismantle the charges. The ground of the motion were that a prima facie was not made against Kanu and that the alleged offense was committed outside the shores of Nigeria, thereby robbing the court of jurisdiction. The Federal Government Counsel, Shøçking, however, asked the court to dismiss the motion for being unmeritorious. To my listeners, Now we've come to the end of our today's news, and now before I go, in my own view about this news, I feel intentionally the government are just trying to delay Nnamdi Kanu just because they see him as a threat. Why would you keep postponing the case? What you should discuss in a day, and you should forget about it, do the judgment, and let's know the way forward. But obviously, all these accusations against Kanu it's still not been 100% valid. That is the reason why they keep postponing it, so as to make people angry, so as for people to do something. Then they can just tag them as they can just tag Nnamdi Kanu as the one directing them again, which is not right. Why is Kanu still in their custody? What is it still doing there? Just because you don't like a person, just because you see someone as a threat, does that mean you should kill him? In fact, this is against someone's mental health. You hurt someone since last year June, and you still want the persons to still to be okay till now. No, things are not done that way. How could they? Holding someone since last year, and yet I'm not even sure they are still ready to release him in any way. I'm not sure if in any way they are ready to release him. Just because they want to do this 2023 election, they keep holding him. They do not want to release him in any cause. Wow, that's too bad for the Nigerian government, and I'm highly disappointed. Anyway, we've always been disappointed from the day one, so I'm not surprised. But what this they are doing, obviously, it doesn't make any senses at all. Which I feel they should have a rethink and free this man. Let him go. Instead, let him just go on and have this peace with his family. We have our government. We ain't safe at all. They are the one causing the most atrocities